I am Jason Myers from the band Icarus Witch, and you are listening to the Crash Course Metal Show, featuring Trevor Crash Knight, the next generation's voice of classic heavy metal.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Crash Course Metal Show. I'm your host, Trevor Crash Knight. Today, we're going to be doing a brand new album review, and it's going to be to the brand new album that came out just a couple days ago, so early November 2023, and that is Dirty Honey's Can't Find the Brakes. So first and foremost, if you are unaware of who Dirty Honey is, they basically formed in 2017 as a four-piece and still four-piece. So you have vocalist Mark, you have guitarist John, bassist Justin, and then you have the drummer Jaden. And this is technically their second album release, and then they also do have an EP that came out in 2017. And yeah, so it obviously, if you're unaware of what they even sound like, it's kind of a mixture of like, you know, your 70s rock mixed with a little bit of like the later 80s rock, if you will, like an Aerosmith meets Black Crowes meets Led Zeppelin type deal. Very solid stuff. Nothing really. Certainly not on the metal side or anything like that. Just more on the hard rock to rock side. And like I say, if you guys know who Led Zeppelin is, which I would hope you would know who Led Zeppelin is.
What kind of stupid ass question is that?
Black Crowes and Aerosmith and such. It's right in that wheelhouse. So, first and foremost, we will jump in to the first track on the album, and that is going to be Don't Put Out the Fire. So, Don't Put Out the Fire, it's a good start to the album, and it is, you know, your classic Dirty Honey type sounding song, has a nice little groove to it, and, you know, this album is nothing really different from what the other releases, or what you would expect from Dirty Honey. And, you know, there are some different things, like, slightly. We'll get to it, though, here later in the album. There are a couple different, like, sounds, if you will, but nothing, like, totally out of left field or anything like that, but just a little bit in slightly different direction. So we will move here to the second track here, and that is Won't Take Me Alive. It's, you know, a fun, fast track. There's some good bass parts on this one here, and also a good guitar solo too. So, and not like every song has like a really good solo or anything like that. They don't really overdo it on the solo parts, or as far as like in every song. But this one here does have a good one. Won't Take Me Alive, solid stuff. And then you move on here to the third track, Dirty Mind. It's a fun song, fun lyrics, a cool riff to it. Just a catchy sing-along type chorus. You know, it's more of what you would expect from Dirty Honey. So nothing, like I said, the first side here is pretty solid. So you got, well, technically, you do have a total of 11 tracks. So the first side is pretty long, which is 6. 6 tracks consist of side A. So you got Rome here, coming in at number 4. As the fourth track. You know, it's a slower track. It is on the decent side, but it's not one that is very memorable, I will say. It's not one that I want to go back and visit. It's not, you know, it might not make the iPod once, you know, to transfer it over from the record here. And I don't know. It's one that might grow on me, actually. I don't know. I'm open to it.
Are you sure about that?
It's fine for what it is. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, I think it's kind of like a little too not much, really too much going on, if you will, with it. It's okay, but in terms of revisiting it and such, it's okay. But it does have a fine solo. The solo is pretty good in it. So moving over here to track number 5, we do have Get a Little High. Here's another light, feel-good, up-tempo type song. Another good one. I know I kind of am repeating this here, but it is what you expect from Dirty Honey. It is what we have come to love of Dirty Honey. And, we don't get nothing crazy as far as, like, that kind of stuff goes here. There's nothing different. Nothing's going to surprise you as far as, oh, man, they sound different, or they changing their direction or anything like that. No, nothing like that. As a whole on this album, anyway. So, moving on here to track number 6 to finish off side A. It is Coming Home, Ballad of the Shire, which... Does that kind of mean like a head nod to like the Lord of the Rings or Middle Earth, the Shire? I don't know. I did read some of the lyrics, and I didn't really get a clear answer there as either. So I thought, maybe I'll just think of it like that, because I am a big Lord of the Rings fan, big Middle Earth fan. So I thought, what, we'll just do it. We'll have fun with that. But this is another slower song here. More on the acoustic side, but nothing great, nothing bad either. It's just kind of there just to finish off side A. Just okay, nothing amazing. So here we go, moving on to the side B, track number 7 here, Can't Find the Brakes, title track. And it's a quicker paced song. Not too much of a fan of it per se, but I probably might leave this one off the album. It kind of, I don't want to say feels forced or anything like that, but it's just one that's just I don't really need to revisit, if you will. So moving on here to Satisfied. Fun song, very fun song. I like this one a lot. One of my favorites, second favorite off side 2 here. Very good chorus to it, nice lyrics. I mean, a lot of the stuff, this isn't rocket science, when it comes to Dirty Honey. It's just good old-fashioned style rock and roll, and you know what you're getting, and what they usually give us is good. There's no arguing that. There's no debating that. It's just solid stuff. Even like I said, with a couple of these songs that probably aren't going to make the iPod, it's still really good stuff. I can still let it on while the album here is playing and be satisfied. No pun intended. But, here, moving on, we got Ride On. This is probably another song that might get left off the iPod, sadly. But nothing hateful, though, at the same time. It's okay. Nothing, not one that I can, if someone asks me, hey, do you remember what that song sounds like? I'll be like, maybe not. I don't know. We'll might have to think hard on that one. But really good stuff. As a whole, but just as Ride On alone, just okay. You got track number 10. Now this is where things came to not a screeching halt, but I was like, this is amazing. This is easily, hands down, the best song on the album, and that is You Make It All Right. A slower paced song, more of a ballad, I guess, if you will. And man, it's so soulful, has bluesiness to it. I love the way Mark sings this song, like going into the chorus and such. Just real soulful, like I said. It's really something to be said. This might be one of my favorite Dirty Honey songs in the whole catalog. Another Last Time is really good. I know that was probably one of my favorite ones here recently. But man, this one, there's something to be said about You Make It All Right. Really good. And gosh, that alone like picks up side B. That song alone is amazing. So check that out, please. Of all the songs here, check that out. Check out, You Make It All Right. I think you will. I think you won't be disappointed. We'll just put it that way. And then here on track number 11, you got Rebel Sun. This is a 6-minute track. I appreciate what they were trying to do here with this. This is, a 6-minute track compared to the rest of the album. It is certainly the longest track, and I like what they were doing, kind of with, it's that 70s style track. It has that feel, and like the different things they were bringing into the song, the different kind of arrangements and stuff like that. It's good for what it is. It is, and would I have put it as the last track? Probably, just because it's based like basically 6 minutes, and you do get a little bit of a different feel throughout the album or throughout the song. But it's fine. It's fine putting that to closer. I just probably wouldn't have had it had this album 11 tracks. I probably would have kept it at 10, and it would have been a little bit stronger for me, a little bit easier to play through, because I will say in the second half here, like around the time you get to, Can't Find the Brakes title track, Ride On, like you're kind of, you could have probably took one of them off, or one of the ones off the first side A, like Rome. You probably could have took one of them off, and it would have flowed just a little bit easier, would have kept the attention a little bit better. But nonetheless, though, it's solid. It's a solid album, guys. I give it an easy 7.5 to 8 out of 10, easy. And now, granted, and that's just after 5 times listening to it. So if I sit with it here for another couple months, it might get even better. It has potential. Like I said, like Rome, that has potential to get better for me, and that might go up the rankings here. But so yeah, we could talk a little bit about the inside here. I didn't really do that too much, and so you get a little bit, or you do get a sleeve here, a lyric sleeve, and then here is the vinyl, which is the white vinyl, and pretty nice here. You get all the credits and such here on the sleeve. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm not sure if all of them were white. I didn't get the actual number or spec on that. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments if they came with any kind of like different kind of marble type deal. But I didn't see nothing. There were no other choices. I'll put it that way. There were no other choices to choose from other than the white. So. But guys, I strongly want you to check this out, especially if you like that 70s rock Aerosmith style, like prime Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, early Black Crowes, like Shake Your Money Maker, and Southern Remedy type deal, Southern Comfort, whatever the 1992 album is, and but yeah, I think they did a good job with this. Solid follow-up, solid sophomore album, if you will, to their debut. And glad it's a part of the collection. And like, look at that. I like the cover. Certainly easy to look at, fun to look at. It has that 70s style feel to it as well. Their logo is great. Unfortunately, I did not catch them on this tour. They did just play last weekend around here, and I was not able to get there. But I did see them twice already. One time on their EP tour, and also on their debut tour. And they were great each time. And then I talked to some friends that did go to the Dirty Honey show here at HMAC in Harrisburg, and they said that they keep getting better. Each time they see them live, they keep getting better, and hey, I can agree with that, because every time I see them, they put on a hell of a show. So yeah, if you guys can check out their live setting and live show, I strongly recommend that as well. And so yeah, guys, Can't Find the Brakes, November of 2023. So new album here from the boys, and check it out. Highly recommended. So let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Yo, Stacy! Talk to me, baby!
Of this album and of Dirty Honey in general. And until next time, guys, stay out of that collateral damage. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.
Yeah, I wrote that. It's called I Want to Rock Your Body. And then in parentheses it says to the break of dawn.